All right, good morning, everybody. Heading into work right now. Sorry for the awkward position. I'm sitting in traffic in Dallas. I'm not even going to talk about Dallas traffic. But I got something on my mind that I really got to get off, right? So, in our community, in the black community, especially with all the things that have happened throughout the culture when it pertains to police brutality, one of the things that are the memes that I saw that came up is it showed a picture of a young boy or a baby boy, and then it showed a picture of a grown black man. And in the picture, they did a comparison and they asked the question, when did this, or something to the degree, when did this cute boy or something to that degree end up being visualized as a threat. It's something to that degree. I'm just kind of going off my head and paraphrasing, right? How does this relate to the band community? It relates to the band community like this, right? As educators, one of the things that we tend to harp on all the time is we always say, and we talk about, it's about the student. It's about the student. We talk about student and student growth, right? And how we want to make sure that we pour into the students and we build the students up, right? But in our communities, in our schools, and as directors, the question now is starting to arise in my head. When did it stop being about the student, right? So if you're an elementary school director, if you're a middle school director or a high school director, in most cases, it is about the student. In most cases, a lot of us, when we start talking about high school directing and even middle school, and we've talked about this on the show, is our ego, right? The ego of the band director, and not necessarily the growth of the student, the development of the student, but the ego of the band director to make sure that the band director looks good, right? But I don't even think that that is a major thing. Like, I don't think that that's happening in all of our schools, or even most of the schools where there are a conglomerate of black culture, meaning that it is a predominantly black school with a black band director. So I don't really want to try to harp on that. I don't even think that's the majority, right? But here's my problem. I was sitting down and I was watching the PV and Southern game, and this isn't the first time I've seen it happen, but it brings about a major question. When did we stop worrying about our students and the performance and the growth of our students, and we started worrying more about our own personal egos, right? Because here's my question. If we're worried about the student growth, then why is it that every single time that Prairie View played, the DJ turns on the music, right? So we're just gonna disrespect the work and the energy and the effort that these students are putting into their performance, just so that you can personally be a butthole, right? Why do we do that? Why do we do that to our own people? Why do we do that to our own programs? Why do we do that to our own kids? Regardless of the fact that these kids are 18, 19, 20, whatever, they're still students. They still work for what they're doing, for the performance that they're trying to give. And it's not just a Southern PV thing, it's an everybody thing, right? I remember when I was in college and we were at pep band games. And we had a DJ at the pep band games. Now, that's not to take away from any of the DJs, because I am a former DJ, right? But there are so many more avenues where DJs can be utilized, right? Whether it is an on-campus party or whether it is a kickback or something to that degree, there are always ways for DJs to be able to get paid. Trust me, I know as a former DJ. But I think it is a slap in the face of the directors who put their time and effort and energy and money in. I think it's a slap in the face of the directors in the standpoint where you have administrators who call these band directors and say, we want you here, we need you here, you're supposed to be in these particular areas. Then it's a slap in the face of the students who work hard to try to put this music together, for you to go into a performance and then completely crap on our kids by playing music and having a DJ at the same performance where you have 2 live band programs. And as a band director, I think that is so disrespectful. And I don't understand, why do we keep doing it to our own kids? We're doing it to our own people, our own programs, our own students. But I thought it was about the students. We are a student-led organization. I thought it was about the students, right? We have cheerleaders, and I'm using this as an example. We have cheerleaders at games. You're not going to go get a professional cheer group and put them out on the field. No, you're going to allow your cheerleaders to cheer. Why? Because it's their job. It is a student-led organization, and I think that we have to start looking at it like that. Even as we criticize our programs, right? I think we need to have a little bit more tact about how we criticize our programs. Why? Because these are students. These are kids, young people, young adults, young kids. When did it stop becoming about the student? We got to do better for ourselves. We got to do better for our people. And I think and I really, really believe, and I think that it is a cultural thing that needs to shift. We've got to do better for our people. What are your thoughts? Because I know that that's how I feel.